Good morning. Let's see. Today we're going to be starting our fourth episode of our series. This time we're going to be covering step 5 of our tutorial, setting up Ingress and TLS. And this is so we can actually expose our FastAPI application to the world. This is Ingress inside the Kubernetes is to ensure that all the traffic outside can actually get to our containers on the inside. The traffic coming out is actually called egress. So just ingress is actually traffic going in, and egress is traffic going out. In this particular episode, we are going to be using Ingress Nginx and getting the routing set up based on the host and the path. Just a little note, there are actually a ton of different Ingress controllers out there. Including the ones for Amazon, and GCP has like their specific ones as well. Proxy, and quite a few in here actually. Citrix, that's interesting. I didn't know one of those, but anyways, we're going to go with the tried and true, the one that we probably know the best. Because we do a lot of websites, is Nginx. All right, so let's get started. I haven't even opened my terminal. I am woeful. I was not prepared. All right. And just a heads up, if you're following along, there are tags available. And if you want to pick up where we left off last time, you can actually check out step 4, config map secret, and that'll get you right where we're at today. Okay. All right, so I'll just put this over here. Close this guy and get this going. All right. So one of the first things that we needed to do was make sure that we had Ingress installed into a Minikube. I'll make sure my Minikube started. And of course, the other thing we like to do whenever we're doing this is setting up our nice alias so we can do kubectl directly. Although I thought I had this set up. I'm going to edit this again because we want to make sure that it has our namespace in it. That was one thing that we kept running into in our last episode, was that I forgot. I kept forgetting to add the namespace. So we're going to just add it directly to the alias. Okay. And dash in. Hello. Here's our namespace. All right. Get that cleared out. And let's see. I think I need to bump my audio up some more. Let me see if I can do that. Is that any better? Getting there. Hopefully it doesn't sound like crap. If it does, please do let me know. All right. At least until we get a better mic. Because right now I'm rolling with this $10 headset, which I normally don't mind because it forces me to listen to everything. But the mic is just always horrible. Okay, now that we have that set up, the other thing I wanted to call out was that you need to make sure that you have Nginx Ingress enabled. So the way that you would do that, you would make sure that you enable Ingress inside of Minikube, and then make sure that it's working. All right, let's get going. Let's make sure Ingress is actually running. We don't need dash. Well, we do need in. Oh, we're doing in twice. That's weird. Oh, it's because I know why. It's because there we go. So yes, it's running as expected. The reason we had to do that is because we're actually looking at a different namespace. This namespace is where Ingress lives. And you just saw when we set up our alias, we were actually, we isolated it to be our hello as opposed to the Ingress one, our default one. All right, so we're running. So just like most of these, we could either use our imperative commands to create this, or we could actually use our YAML. Obviously for the tutorial, we're going to do our YAML, but I just like showing that you can use either and what that kind of looks like as well. So we'll do kubectl create ingress, and then we'll see what options we got. Oh, it does not like my alias. Why is it not? I think it's because it's over here. Aha. And so the way you would do this, you do my head's in the way. Too far. I should put this up here. You would actually do kubectl create ingress, and then you establish a name, and then you would establish a rule, and the rule is in such that it's host, and then the path, and then the service name, and then the port. And then of course, if it's going to be TLS or not. But right now we're going to set it up as HTTP and kind of go from there. Okay. Let's get this going. So what we're going to do, K8, manifest, and then ingress. And going through what we have here. The kind is ingress. We have the metadata name for hello, and then we have our namespace as expected. And one thing that we're doing right now, we're going to make sure we're not going to do the SSL redirect right now. We'll turn that on later. The class name is Nginx, and then the rules. We'll have our host, which is hello.local. So from this, once we get this in place, we can actually refer to our web app via its domain that we've established, and then the paths and how to route them. So anything, basically anything, because there's no other definition, we'll take that as a prefix, and then it will route it to hello app as port 80. And so let's go ahead and apply this. And then let's just make sure that it is working as expected. And is there. And we see that it's running on port 80. So that's good. And so we should, at this point, if we wanted to, we can check it here. What is the... So yes, that is directly from our server. And yeah, call get named. That's notes. There's one node. We have two. So we should see 57GH9 show up at some point, and then we of course get the 2VG24 that is there. So let's go take a look at that. Aha, there we go. And then you can see it load balancing between the two. You just saw it go from the 2VG24 to the 57GH9 and then back. And then of course, like before, we have our documentation is here. And I forget the URL for the other one. I can always look it back up, but either way, we are now accessing our web server, our application, via Ingress in Kubernetes. I will be making a follow-up tutorial for this and setting up Cert Manager. We're not doing it today, but for now, when we're doing oh, that's the remix. But for today, the way that we're going to set up TLS is just with a private key, cert and key. So we're just going to generate a cert and a key, and then we're just going to use the same method that we use to put secrets in place, and then provide that secret to Kubernetes. So let's go ahead and do that. First things first, just make our super secret directory for for TLS, and then we'll use OpenSSL to actually generate the cert. There we go. And so now if we look inside our secrets, note again, whenever you're using this type of method, do not put these in your repository, because once you do, HTTPS doesn't really mean anything if someone can masquerade as you using your key. Kind of defeats the whole purpose. So don't do that. And we've already established that secrets is excluded from our Git repository. To be safe, it's probably better to just put that guy outside of the repository entirely, so you don't ever have to worry about it. But for now, we have it as a hidden directory inside of the repository because it's a project and everything's just kind of sitting in there. Okay, next thing is we'll create the I like creating the examples while I'm in here. So we're going to actually do create examples to kind of show that you shouldn't be committing this directly to your repository either. There we go. So this is going to be inside of here. And we're also going to write this to our .secrets as hello app TLS. All right. So now we have our YAML file here, and we have it in under secrets as well. But before we can do anything with that, really, we need to get the base64 representation of our key insert so we can actually put that inside of the settings. You could also, if you were using the imperative command, you could actually just specify the file and it would automatically just do it for you. Okay. And this was our cert. There's our cert. And let's do our key. Now we have our cert and our key inside of our secret. And oh, we need to make a note to add our apply command there, because looks like we skipped a step. But yes, what we would have to do at this point, to apologize, this is missing in the tutorial, is to actually apply the command. So let's do that now. So we do cube cuddle apply -f, and then creates the manifest, and nope. This is in cyber secrets. Secrets hello TLS YAML, and from there we should see our alias is not set up here. Of course it's not. So you can see that we have our TLS in here, and we also have our secret from before. So that's all good. And if we were to actually view our secret, hello app TLS in, you can see our keys loaded up just fine. All right, very nice. Next thing we need to do is to go update our Ingress manifest to use the secret. The way that we would do that. Oh, I don't actually have to do anything. We just need to go and change this where the redirect isn't false anymore. Because by default it automatically does that once you set up the TLS for it. It's kind of automatic to do that. So indicates kubectl apply if manifest ingress. There we go. We should be good to go. But we're not. Oh, we are. Huh. Why did I not do the redirect though? It should have done a redirect for us. What did we miss? What did we miss? Should. Maybe it wasn't defaulted. That's crazy. Let's just make sure we have. Oh, it's because we already have it set to false, so we'll just add it to true. I think that's the thing. Nope. That is peculiar. Let's make sure we didn't miss something else. Is it forced though? Oh, okay. Well, all right. Oops. Sorry, just taking notes so I can make sure I get these updated. All right. So there we go. Now we have Ingress running with HTTPS. Now, granted, it's a self-signed cert. You shouldn't go to production this way, but it's there, it's secure, and this is how you would do it if you had got your cert from a provider, not using something automatically generated or anything like that. Okay. Right. Local development learning, you should probably be using Cert Manager going forward. It'll automatically do the renewal for the TLS certificates. And of course, our favorite and wonderful, Let's Encrypt, so we don't have to worry about it anymore, so long as it works and everything goes as planned. All right, and that is it. Our next episode is actually going to be using HPA, the horizontal pod autoscaler. And this is where we get a little fun. We can actually see additional pods being spun up, and then of course spinning back down as well. So because right now, as you saw with our load balancing, we have 2, and it's just going between those 2. But once we put it under load and we see that our servers are climbing, their CPUs climbing, we want to make sure that more are spun up to help with that load. And then Ingress will just kind of sit there in a load balance between all. I think we set it up as going to 5 in our tutorial here. And then, once it's done its job and the traffic's come back down, it will actually automatically scale everything back down. All right. Well, thanks for joining me on this particular episode about getting Ingress with TLS set up. And have a wonderful day. But you know what? It's 5. I think I have a little bit more time. I think we can go ahead and move on to our next section.